guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Samantha. If not, welcome back. Happy New Year, happy 2026. So we have reading goals for this year. We have genres we want to read, physical TBR that we have to catch up with, all those sort of things, right? So what's better to start the year with me talking about my reading goals for this year? So let's talk about some of my reading goals that I have for you guys. And you guys tell me your reading goals, because we have so many reading goals that we want to achieve this year. So grab your water, because we're gonna talk and yap together, and get your snack. I got some apples with like tahini and stuff. It's so good. Love them. So let's talk about our reading goals for this year. So first of all, reading goal. I set my reading goal to 100 books because I read 100 books last year, but I'm not gonna push through. Like if I have to change it or whatever, I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna force myself to read those 100 books because I have so many other things that I want to read, so many other things going on in my life that I have to accomplish and stuff. So if I don't get to that, it's totally fine, because reading is not about reaching a goal or how many books has that person read. Oh my god, that person read that much books, I can't even get to that. No, reading has to be so fun, and that's where reading goals have been such a struggle for people to set and stuff like that, because there's so many people be like, oh, I read this much book, I read this much. Though it's just crazy, because it doesn't matter how many books you read, you're still a reader, you're still reading, you're still picking up a book. We all have other things in life. So if you only read a book per year or 2 or 3, whatever, you're still reading, and that's super cool, because there's not a lot of people that like to read, and it's just diabolical for me. I want to try to read every day, try to read every day, even though I'm a college student, I'm getting things done, stuff like that. But if I have time to scroll through TikTok, through YouTube, to anything, if I can scroll and watch TV and stuff like that, what makes me think I cannot read a book? What makes me think that I cannot read for an hour per day? Because we need to memorize this, that scrolling is just taking over our lives. We are scrolling so much through TikTok and stuff that we're like, I don't have time to do this. But weren't you scrolling? You were scrolling for 2 hours. Those 2 hours you could have been reading. So that's literally what I'm telling myself. If I can scroll for 2 hours long or more, what makes me think I cannot sit down and just read my book for an hour? It's diabolical for me that I be scrolling so much time that I can be reading, right? So yeah, go for walks every day. I want to go for walks every day and hear my audiobook, because sometimes we need to go for walks with ourselves, because our company is needed too. Our self company is the best thing ever. I feel like people are not noticing that, oh, I gotta go out, I gotta do this. No, sometimes being alone and taking yourself out is the best thing you can do for yourself. So go for a walk, read your audiobook. Don't feel weird that you're going to the gym by yourself, going for a walk by yourself. No, you can do it. Being your own company can be the best thing you can realize you can have. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, you're alone. No, it just means that you respect your own alone time, and you deserve to be alone and just with your thoughts and thinking and going to the gym and stuff. I learned that the hard way, that sometimes being alone, it's great, and having your own goals and everything, it's the best thing ever. So I love that. So yeah, walking per day and read my audiobook and stuff, it's the best thing. I want to do that, or go to the gym and just hear my audiobook and have fun with myself, take me, Another thing, stop being intimidated by chunky books. Stop being intimidated with just chunky books. Let's say that, because I don't know if I'm the only one that's picking up a book and you're like, oh my god, it's over 1,000 pages. Oh my god, it's over 600 pages. I cannot do this. It's so chunky. It's gonna take me so long to read this. This is where it comes where I don't care if I don't finish those 100 books, because this year is where I'm gonna read chunkier books, not care if it's gonna take me a month or 2 to finish. I'm still finishing it. I'm excited to get into chunkier books this year, because I'll push them aside where I'm like, oh my god, they're so chunky, I can't read this. Or series that are over eight books and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my god, I can't not do this. Yes, you can. But yes, we can, So don't be intimidated by those chunky books. Pick it up. Pick it up. It doesn't matter. Just pick up the book. We're definitely gonna do that this year. Stop staying in my preferred genre. I need to stay away from my preferred genre sometimes. I have to go out of my comfort zone and branch out and read other genres that I haven't read before. Maybe I'll start liking a non-fiction genre, or different genres. You never know. And that's where this comes up. I want to start reading nonfiction books this year and classic books and other genres, but mostly those two. I read memoirs, so I can't say that, I want to continue reading memoirs and stuff like that. So I want to branch out and read high fantasy books. Like, high fantasy books scare me because I'm a romantic girl, but I want to read high fantasy, so I'm ready for that. I'm ready to read those high fantasy books, ready for my new goals of reading different genres. Try authors that I haven't heard of. Try authors that I have never heard of, or even try authors that I've heard of, but I'm scared to read their books because, again, chunky books and high fantasy and all that stuff. We're going to branch out and do that, And I want to read authors that I haven't heard of, books that I haven't heard of. There's a big thing that we always, go on TikTok, we get our recs, which is totally fine. I love that because I'm on TikTok and I love giving recs and stuff like that too. But sometimes we have to branch out. We have to find books that we haven't heard of. So that's why I want to do that. I want to branch out and find books I haven't heard of, and then come back and tell you guys, hey, I own these books that I haven't heard of, and I don't think you have heard of. And I'm like, these are the recs I'm giving you. I want to give recs that books that I never heard of. I want to do that for you guys. And I think we all should do that. Get out of a comfort zone, find authors we haven't heard of, books we haven't heard of. Because I think you're scared to start a book that we might not like because you haven't heard of. Maybe it's just an indie author. Maybe it's just not that big. But maybe you'll be the reason somebody else reads a book that you want them to read that is not that, out there, So let's branch out with that. I want to branch out and read new authors and new books that I haven't heard of. I'm ready to sit down and pick up my book. We're putting our phone away. We're literally putting our phone away in another room. Putting it in a drawer or whatever. Or just putting it in my reading mode. I have a reading mode on my phone that I barely used, and I should start using that so distractions will go by. Because I don't know, but I love scrolling, and I'm like, wait, I've been scrolling for an hour. I should have been reading for this hour, So we're gonna do that. Start writing longer reviews on my Fable and everything, because I only rate my books and I'm done. No, I want to actually go in depth and do reviews for my books on my Fable, and you see it and stuff like that, and just enjoy it and stuff. I just need to review my books more and write on them, and yeah. Okay, read what I want to read, not what everyone else is reading. This is a big one because I know we all get FOMO by TikTok, by YouTube, and you see this person reading this book, and then you scroll again and you see another person talking about that book, and they're like, oh my god, it's the best thing I have ever read, or stuff. No, we need to stop getting FOMO with these books and ask ourselves, are we reading this book because we want to read it, or are we reading this book because somebody else is reading it and we want to have the same feeling? Or just like that, I'm done having FOMO. If I don't get to that book that everybody's reading, it's totally fine. I don't need to. We all have different genres. And then, what if we read it and we don't enjoy it, Don't be scared to give a low review on a book that everybody loves because you didn't love it. It's totally fine. I had to understand that when I was starting to read, that it's my review, not your review. I read the book, not you. So I'm continuing that in 2026. If I don't love the book, I'm not going to rate it high because somebody else rated it high. Or I'm not rating it low because somebody else. If I love the book, I'm rating it the way I want to rate it. So you should do that. So yeah, about the FOMO thing, if you get FOMO just by seeing TikToks and you're just like, oh, I need to read this book. I need to read this book. This book is going up there. Oh my god, I have to follow this trend and read this book. No, you don't. Read what you want to read. Honestly, if your friend recommends you a book and you don't enjoy it, or you just don't want to read it, don't read it then. It's totally fine. We get FOMO so much because we have so many apps where we search up books and you're just like, oh my god, everybody's reading this, I should read it, But then you don't love it, you're just like, damn, But that's on you. You don't have to read what everybody else is reading. Read what you want. Okay? So, yeah. Read more of my physical TBR. Read more of my physical TBR for real, because I have over 300 books almost of not reading my physical TBR. So this year I want to branch out and actually read my physical TBR and just get through it, because it's crazy how much books I have in my physical TBR that I haven't read. Can we just not? So I want to drop it to 250, that's the way, and if I drop it more than 250, then I'm okay with that, Point. Books that I am gonna reread this year for sure. I'm a Hunger Games girly for the rest of my life. I love the Hunger Games. I read it for the first time last year, and I'm rereading them forever every time. So that's a must reread for this year that I'm gonna reread. And maybe the Powerless series. I want to reread that series. I don't have so many rereads that I expect to read this year. Hopefully the Carvel series probably would be another reread that I love and enjoy. So those 3 series might be it. A series that I want to read this year, I want to read the Binding 13 series, the Boys of Tommen series, Crescent City, Agatar, Throne of Glass probably, and like so many other series that I have that I need to get to, that I need to prioritize. The Addicted to You series, I need to read that series so bad. So you might see vlogs coming soon of me reading series and stuff like that, so stay tuned. So things I would tell somebody that would want to start a book talk or Bookish account or whatever, just do it. Just pick up the camera and just do it. It's the best experience you could ever have. I met so many wonderful people through book talk, booktube, all that. I just love meeting new people and talking about books. I just love it. And if you don't have that much people in your life to talk about books, start your book talk account, start your account, start anything that's bookish, start that. It's the best thing you will ever do. Just do it. Booktubers that have like creators that have inspired me to like start this and like talk. I love Destiny, Sarah, Haley, Larry. I love Larry. Larry's one of my favorites. I love her. She's so amazing. She's so funny. I love her humor. I love her. So yeah, those are book talkers or booktubers that have inspired me to start this, and like I'm like, if they can do it, so can I. I love books. I love this. It's just the most amazing thing ever to feel that community of like coming into this community open-handed and like finding people that love the same books as you, or just branch out with like talking to others, because I'm shy. I might not seem shy in the camera, but I'm really shy in person, which it's so crazy that everyone that I have talked to through book talk or booktube, whatever, has shown me that I can branch out and come out of my shell and actually talk to others. So yeah, Bookish things that we're leaving in 2025. So there's so many things I want to leave. Reading goals. Like, I love setting my goal into 100 books, but if I don't make it, it's really good. It's fine, you know? We're not going to pressure ourselves. Read what I want to read. Prioritize my goals. Prioritize my reading goals. Prioritize everything that I want to do. Like, prioritize series that I do want to read, and try not to DNF that much, because I'm not a DNFer, but if I have to DNF a book, I'm going to try to DNF it. I'm not going to force myself to read a book just because I have to finish it. I'm going to DNF. I had to learn to DNF this year, because there are sometimes books that were not calling my name and I finished it and I was like, I shouldn't have, you know? But yeah, I want to read a lot of books that are becoming adaptations, because I know a lot of books are coming into movies that I'm excited to watch. I'm reading People We Meet in Vacation today, so I can finish it by Friday. So you might see this video on Friday, and hopefully I finish the book, because some friends of mine and my cousin are gonna watch the movie together, so I'm so excited for it. So fingers crossed I finish it. But yeah, those are all my reading goals for the year, and I have so many other things that I could talk about. But let me know what series you're prioritizing this year, what books you want to read this year, what's your reading goal, and what are you leaving in 2025 of Bookish, because I don't have that much, because I feel like I'm not that person of like not prioritizing my reading and not putting myself out there and stuff. So I want to branch out. That's all I want to do, branch out with my reading journey. But other than that, that's all. Like, thanks, you know. And yeah, let me know that. What are your goals for 2026 of reading? And yeah, see you guys next time. Love you.